Hey guys, welcome back to another week of Ticket Tuesday. I'm your host, Ron TMHD. So yeah, this is going to be a great time. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Ticket Tuesday. I'm your host, Ron TMHD, and today we watched Hypnotic, the new film by Robert Rodriguez starring Ben Affleck. This film, we just got out of theater, and I'd actually never heard of this film until today. And to be honest, it wasn't bad. It was just kind of the average, normal thriller movie. And it was like a mystery about about Ben Affleck trying to find his missing daughter. That's all I'll tell you. But to be honest, I just kind of felt a little disappointed by the end of the movie. But I'll tell you why I was quite disappointed and a little unsatisfied by the end of the film. And more back at the house.
Next.
It's not him anymore.
Nick, stop! I have to know everything. Why me? Why my daughter?
You don't know who you're dealing with. What you're seeing isn't real!
Get back!
Hypnotics make everything that you see and do feel perfectly normal.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Ticket Tuesday. I'm your son TMHD, and this week we watched Hypnotic, the new Robert Rodriguez film starring Ben Affleck and Alicia Braga. This film was obviously released this year, and it is a mystery thriller, and it's very okay. So I'm gonna go right to the chase here. Even though I went into this film not knowing anything about it, I watched the trailer on my way to the theater. I didn't know anything about it, and I had never even heard of it before today. So, obviously I went in with, not even, no expectations to me thinking it was bad. I literally went in not expecting anything, because I had no idea what it was, you know what I mean? I was just going in because weekly movie, you know what I mean? There was, nothing else to pick. Yeah. This film was, honestly, I know Robert Rodriguez likes to make short movies. Well, from the movies I've seen that he's made. But this movie, I think, could have used at least 2 hours. Because by the end of the movie, I felt dissatisfied and I was very disappointed. And I just felt like the ideas and the concepts and even, just give it more time to sit. By the time a twist had happened, another twist had already happened, and it just kind of, they didn't let it sit enough, it just kind of was, it was too fast-paced, and that coming from me, you're a little too fast, because the film kind of just rushed through it, I didn't get the time to enjoy, a twist, or, see something coming, or not see something coming, and the film just kind of was too short. It was honestly too short, and I don't think it should have just been 90 minutes, or however long it was. It was definitely below 2 hours. Yeah. Should have been longer, and I just feel like what I like about these movies, with these kind of movies, these thriller, mind-fucky movies, I love those kind of movies, because they make you, one of the best, I'm not going to name it, but a movie that I've watched before, and I vividly remember every gotcha moment, because it's so memorable, because you never see it coming, right? The best parts of the movies, about these kind of movies, is where a twist happens, and you don't see it coming, but you understand, how it's there, right? It's understandable, but you never saw it coming. That's, super hard to pull off in these kind of movies, and it's just, when they hit, but this movie never really, at one point when the, big twist happened in the movie, I was like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. But when a big twist in another movie happened, I was like, like screaming at the top of my lungs, right? But this movie never really got me to that. Even though I was in a theater, even like I just feel like the gotcha moments weren't as impactful because I think the movie should have definitely been longer, and just I feel like I should have spent more time with like the stuff beforehand. You know, I feel like the stuff beforehand should have been given more time, so then you would have forgotten about all the stuff they established, and then it would have gotten in. You're like, oh my god, dude, that makes so much sense. You know, but it's like, oh man, I didn't see it coming. You know, stuff like that, and it just didn't do that. I feel like when it happened, it's just kind of like I was still remembering it, and I kind of saw it coming. You know, and that's never a good thing in these kind of movies when you see the big twist coming. And that's just not good. That's a no-no. With movies like this, you should never see it coming. That's what well, not you should never see it coming, but that's my enjoyment of it. It's like, so the first twist wasn't the problem. The first twist was quite unexpected, and it was a pretty good twisty Bruni. It was a good surprise. But then after that, they didn't give it time to breathe. You know, they just went twist, 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 twist. They just kept piling twists on top of each other. And it just kind of compounded to the point where you just saw it all coming. You know what I mean? Not maybe the twists themselves, but you're like, oh, what's gonna like, what twist is happening next, right? Like, it should have given you more time to think, okay, big spoilers here. I'm gonna spoil a little bit of the movie here. So if you want to go watch the movie, go watch it and then come back. But I'll give you like 2 seconds. Anyway, yeah. I think that they should have given more time, like, afterwards, like, what's fake, what's real. You know, I love it when movies make you contemplate what's fake and what's real, you know, stuff like that. But this movie, it didn't really do that, like, because you knew after the first twist that everything was fake, right? So it didn't really impact anymore, right? And it just kind of, I think it revealed it, like, and then it just kept piling, as I said, kept piling things on, and you didn't get any time to, like, process anything that was going on. So by the time you realized everything was fake, like, you didn't have a reason to be invested in all this stuff anymore because everything was fake. They acknowledged everything was fake, and you just wasn't as interesting. I think would have been cooler is if what I was expecting to happen, not expecting to happen, what I was wishing to happen, is that, like, let's say he was in, like, the fake world, and then he got into the real world, but then the real world was also a fake world, right? I thought that's where they were going, and that would have been really cool. Like, you know, the world within a world type of thing, right? But they didn't do that, and that kind of disappointed me, because I'm like, oh, man, I love those kind of stuff, where it's like the within, you know? The core within a core. I think that's, like, really interesting, and I really like how complex it gets. And mind this. Just because it's complex doesn't mean it's good. But I do like complexity in these kind of movies because it really fucks with your head. You know, it makes you think. It makes you ponder about what's going on, what's real, what's fake. So maybe they could have, like, or maybe even they could have had him be, like, in a fake world that's a recreation of the real world, right? Like a fake world within a fake world. I think that would be cool. But they didn't do that. And they just kind of, I think they honestly did the twist. They didn't handle the twist that well. The initial reveal of it, I think, was done well, but after that, I think the film just got weaker, and personally, the semblance of interest I had just kind of died down a little bit after the first twist, a little bit afterwards. And that's a bit of a shame. It's quite a shame, because it's no masterpiece, obviously. It's not amazing, but it was enjoyable up until that point, and it just, like, kind of got weaker as the film went on, in my opinion. I feel like I just got more disconnected with the film. I got less immersed, and honestly, I think just, I don't know. There's just something off. Like, when the movie ended, I was just kind of left empty. You know, I wasn't mad, wasn't happy. I was just like, well, that was a movie. You know, that was the movie of all time. You know, and And I also feel like, I mean, there was also like a post-credit scene, which I won't spoil here, but yeah, why couldn't that just have been the ending? You know, like have a final gotcha moment. Why did it need to be like a mid-credit scene? Not mid-credit, but like, I don't know. I feel like it was only like 10, 20 seconds. They could have just put that at the very end. They didn't need to add credits in there. I think that would honestly, whatever. Being a little nitpicky here. But, yeah. I think I'd rate this film like a 6 out of 10. If you're a fan of Robert Rodriguez, maybe. Even though this is kind of different from the other films he's made. But, you know, if you like Ben Affleck, I guess. If you like Ben Affleck, you might get some enjoyment. But if you're looking for, like, a good, like, mystery thriller film, maybe you should look elsewhere. And if you're looking for a kind of mindfuck movie, I could give a recommendation of my own, Perfect Blue. Watch it. It's amazing. Maybe I should review it someday. Definitely watch it. It's one of the best anime movies I've ever seen. Or one of the best. Whatever. I'm going to go on a rant about that movie. But, yeah. Anyway, I think I've said what I need to say. I think I've said my piece. So, guys, hope you like this video. Share with friends. Subscribe. Turn notifications on. Comment down below how much you liked it. But you guys know how it is. I didn't really mean to say that. What I really meant to say was, I hope you guys hated this video. Unsubscribe, dislike, hate me in the comments. Runtime HD.